it's Aria. Welcome back to Sweet Potato Island, and today it's just me because I just got a new camera and I wanted to kind of test out my new setup. I got a new camera and a new mic, so hopefully this is a lot better video quality than before. So for today's video, I wanted to do a quick little info video on the things you should avoid when coming to Taiwan. So not necessarily mistakes, but also just sharing some tips and some useful information so you don't have as much as a culture shock when you first come here. So this is a major difference compared to the US or any European countries. Do not tip. Sorry, I shouldn't clap. Do not tip. I'm not saying you can't tip, but in Taiwan, most of the tip is already included in whatever bill you're paying. So if you're tipping, it might seem a little bit rude or unexpected to the waiter, and they might think, do you have any ulterior motives? Why? Usually, as a general rule of thumb, the tipping and also the tax is already included in the bill you're paying. Next is, I want to talk about smoking. So in Taiwan, most public places you are not allowed to smoke, and usually there's a little sign that says no smoking in public areas, and if you can smoke in that place, there's usually a designated little smoking area, whether in the restaurant or something, but usually it's a strict no smoking rule in Taiwan in public places. So speaking of bans, bans and like forbidden things, another important thing is no eating in the Mrt Station. So no food or drink. I think once you swipe into the platform, I'm not sure if you're allowed to drink water, but definitely no beverages or food. And also no chewing gum on the MRTs. You're allowed to chew gum in other places, it's not like Singapore, but just not on MRTs. And the really interesting thing here is that on escalators, you might notice people standing all on the right side. So if they're going up, everybody's going to be lined up on the right side of the escalator, standing there, and you're going to realize that they have left out complete blank row on the left. People are pretty polite. They automatically stand to the right, so they let people in a rush walk by on the left. Priority seats, 博爱座. So if you're taking the bus, usually the seats are in the front section of the bus. And those seats are usually reserved for the elderly or small kids or people who... Hey guys, so sorry about that. My camera just died, so I had to like change the battery real quick. Where was I? Priority seats. Right, so as I was saying, it's great if you want to give up your seat for someone who needs it more than you do, but if you're feeling sick or if you don't feel that well and you really need to sit, then go ahead and sit. Like, it's your own right and you should not feel obliged or pressured to give up your seat, but it's obviously encouraged and really nice of you to do so, but you're also free to sit. And yeah, no one should really force you to give up your seat because they don't know if you're having a really rough day or they don't know what you're feeling. So anyway, moving on. So in Taiwan, if you want to take a bus and you want the bus, well, the bus is driving past, you have to wave. So it's like a taxi. If you don't wave, the bus will just drive right past. And honestly, apparently in Japan, I guess buses stop at every stop. And I once ran into a Japanese tourist and he didn't really know that you had to wave. And I didn't have time to tell him because my bus was coming, so I now feel really bad and I still feel really guilty. He might still be waiting for his bus, I don't know. Yeah. And you need to start moving and getting out of your seat before you arrive because I don't know why bus drivers here are really aggressive and they're like in such a hurry that if you don't move really fast, he's not gonna wait. He's just gonna go and you're not gonna be able to get off your bus. So you need to like make a run for it. And yeah, you hear that? That is the sound of a scooter. Don't be surprised if you see a ton of scooters in Taiwan because population is really dense here and we don't have a lot of land area, so it's hard to find parking spaces, which is why scooters are so much more convenient. And so just be careful when you're crossing the street. You always want to check both ways, and if you're driving, don't be surprised if scooters like just cut in front of you or like find little crevices to like go through. Like that's normal for them. Just be careful. Oh yeah, and also we drive on the right side of the street. Yeah, we drive on the right side. Here, garbage trucks look like this, and they play music. Like they play like, what is it, for lease or something. So in Taiwan there's a rule that's called like 垃圾不落地. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not really sure, but basically the trash never touches the ground. So you take the trash from your house and you put it directly in the garbage trucks. I also want to talk about toilets in Taiwan. We have something called squat toilets. So basically you have to like, this is the toilet, you have to like squat like that. It's pretty good exercise. And I think that's about it for now. That's all I can think of, but I hope this was useful to you if you're thinking of visiting Taiwan anytime soon. And as usual, if you have any more questions or concerns, you can always leave a comment down below. We really like reading your comments and we always respond. Or you could always DM us on our Instagram. We reply to every single message on our Instagram. And that's about it for today, so I'll see you next time. Bye!